Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. Today is Friday, December 12th, and we're going to find out some things as we welcome Jeff from Sports with Balls. What is going on in the state of Michigan? What is going on with the New York Mets? And this is real, what I'm about to say. Phillip Rivers is about to play football.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. By idiots, for idiots.
On Sports Idiot Nation with balls.
Sports, comedy, pop culture, and everything in between. Welcome back, sinners. This is Season 2 of Sports Idiot Nation.
Welcome into Sports Idiot Nation. I am excited because today we have sports with balls. And those are the best kind of sports. The best sports to play, of course, joined by Mr. T.I. and Sports with Balls, Mr. Jeff. Man, thanks for hanging out. Tell us where we can find you and tell us about Sports with Balls real quick.
Yeah, just type in Sports with Balls on your...
is that all?
Yeah, just type that in. I mean, look, do you know how long it took me to just type in Sports with Balls and I'm the first thing that popped up? 5 years, right? So if you just go to your screen, type in Sports with Balls and you're in, man. I just fired the podcast back up. I was dealing with some family stuff, so I had to take a month or two off. And now, after 4 or 5 years, you need breaks in this stuff. So I took a little break, but yeah, we're back and rolling, man. I had a great show this morning or yesterday morning, and yeah, man, it's just type in Sports with Balls, go to Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, all that other jazz, YouTube, and Twitter, stuff like that. Or is it X?
Now,
Sorry, X.
Now, one quick story here, and I want to ask you how others can do this too. I will be legit honest with you. I do get some of my breaking news from you as I'm somehow in some messenger.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad. I like it actually. So tell us what is the deal with that?
So, I mean, obviously, when I started, I wanted to try to get breaking news right. I mean, Adam Schefter, those guys, I mean, look, they're really, like, if you're the first person to break something, 99% of the time, people are going to say you're full of shit. Like, right? They're going to be like, nope, whatever. And then it comes true. And they're like, oh, this guy's legit. Right? So my site is, I try to post real stories, true stuff, right? Like every now and then I will get duped by somebody. But if you sign up for Sports with Balls, you automatically go into the messaging thing where you're talking about, and it will immediately go straight into your inbox for breaking news for any sports that I post on my social media outlet.
Yeah, and I do, like I said, this is real right now. I really do get some of my news from you. Now, I gave you some props. Now, I got to now lay into you because about 4 months ago, I was talking to T.I. and I was like, Jeff got duped because you posted. It was someone signing their deal and they hadn't signed it yet. It wasn't Brock Purdy. It was something like that.
Yeah, I forget who it was.
I forget too.
And they had a fake Twitter account, right? And it hit my feed, and I was like, "Damn it!"
You ran with it.
I ran, dude, and it took me about 10 minutes. But I definitely took it off. But most of the time, it's all legit.
No one bats 1,000, and you are batting well over 750. So
Appreciate
Hall
it.
of Fame numbers out of this guy. T.I. could never.
That's right.
Listen, look, T.I. stuff is fantastic. I stole one of his memes today. It was great. I think it was the one about the Michigan coach, but we'll get into that in a little bit. But it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I was like, too early.
Yes, let's actually start. Let's start that now because I don't know if you know Drew from Sports Memery, which is the exact opposite. It's all BS on purpose. And the first time that I saw this, I kind of had to double check. Is this like clutch points? Is it Schefter? Is it, you know what I mean? Like where did I get this from? Because I obviously did not, believe it at first. First, he was just let go. Then it was, let's go through the timeline. Then it was let go for cause. And then what was the cause? Well, it was because he cheated on his wife, and it was against the code at Michigan. And then you're like, okay, then he's found at a church, his wife, like what? It was bizarre.
So what happened was Michigan he shouldn't have been the head coach of Michigan in the first place, right?
No,
I think that kind of overwhelmed him. But he had been under investigation since October. All right. So they have been looking at him for a while. This girl that he apparently had an affair with, there's this one, there'll be more I think that are going to come out, but there's one, this girl took basically proof to the University of Michigan athletic director and showed him. And it sort of steamrolled from there. And then I can only imagine when he got fired, he just went absolutely berserk, right? Like he knew his wife who has 3 children. They have 3 children together.
Twins. Man.
Yeah, just how are you going to blow that job like that? And it is the most insane
it was probably that.
Story.
It was probably a blow. I mean,
yeah, it's probably that did it.
But man, the poor man. I say the poor man.
Harbaugh cheated, but this is a whole other level of cheating.
You gotta cheat on the field, not off the field. Yeah. But I mean, sarcastically speaking, the poor man. I definitely don't mean the poor man, but
the rich man.
He the same day he not only gets fired, he gets arrested and gets a divorce, and that is just one bad parlay right there. That is just yeah. It was one bad parlay. Yeah. Should never put that one in.
It's a bad day, man. That's where you need to have good friends. It's like one of his friends somewhere should have been he should have called and been like, "Hey, man, meet up with me. We'll take care of this, whatever." But I mean, he just took one problem and steamrolled it into a life-altering decision where just wild, man. Absolutely wild.
So, I know there's a lot of hearsay going around. I think we're going to know what's here in the next week or so, probably get a little more truth. But I'm hearing that apparently he had a Plan B pill delivered to his office, and apparently the DoorDash guy that dropped it off apparently tipped off the university like, hey, this is kind of red flaggish,
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
And that's a thing too. Like, how stupid are you, man?
Yeah, dude. Like
this story, man.
How stupid
it is made up.
Possibly be.
It's like made up.
Yeah,
dude. If you know who's winning this entire situation, he's down in Baton Rouge right now. There is zero heat on LSU at this moment.
Although they did announce when they play back. Did you see they announced when he's officially back coaching against Ole Miss? That's already on people's calendars, obviously.
Yeah, but you're
funny.
Right.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin needs to send him a Christmas card. Like, thanks
100%,
man.
With a nipple, Elaine style.
Yeah. Dude.
I think I see a nipple.
Yeah. Oh, Elaine. Yeah. Seinfeld reference. Love it. Yeah, I mean, because look, college football was already, maybe they did this on purpose. College football in general with the playoffs and how Notre Dame got shafted and the whole argument about the system and it was supposed to be better, but now it's even more confusing and the same exact problem happening now than it did before. It's just, if you put in more teams, it'll be the same situation. But college football was already an absolute shit show for the last week or so. And then you just drop this
and totally redeem yourself.
Yeah. Gotta love NCAA.
Sorry, my friend is mistaken. The town is that way.
Ann Arbor's a nice lady.
Oh yeah.
Gotta keep our eyes. Keep our eyes peeled, Harry. One day we're gonna catch a break.
Yeah. And then I heard this more.
Lady to another.
I heard yesterday that he went to court. Now the charges, there's no charges as of yet. So we don't even know exactly. Maybe today we'll get some sort of clarity, right? But there's no. Is this attempted murder? Is this just assault?
Dude, with the knife, he threatened. Yeah.
So
supposedly it's all alleged, but
Yeah, exactly. So we don't know exactly what his charges are going to be, but the story, like you just said with the Plan B, T.I., I mean, it just getting, and now there's models that are coming out about that he's DMing them and the cheerleaders
models.
and all, like, what? Yeah, OnlyFans. Dude, this guy's wife, I mean, look, I mean, maybe they were planning on getting a divorce, but she's rich now. That dude is going to the cleaners, bro. Like, I mean,
and he's got. I mean, in his
all not even an argument.
Yeah, and all three of his kids are under 6 years old. Like, dude, like what are you doing? You know,
morally.
Moral of the story is you just got to stay away from those white women, man. They got to.
No, guys, listen. The moral of the story is beat Ohio State, and none of this matters.
Yeah, none of this matters. Hey, you are
Let's
dead
be real.
on.
Come on now.
Dave Portnoy would have came on in his defense and been like,
"Oh my God,
man, look, I don't care. I set him up with her." Like Dave would have came on and done something if he would have beat
El Presidente.
Ohio State. Yeah, man, for sure.
That's the moral. Let's just be real here.
I mean, shit just hit the fan. I mean, last night I was seeing all that stuff coming through, and then basically we're hearing more this morning, and just. I'm on a group thread with my buddies from high school and college. Every 5 minutes, there's something else on there, and I'm just like, "Oh my God, man!" I mean, talk about a shitstorm, But I mean, if everything is true, like he shows up over at the Stafford's house, breaks into the house, threatens to kill himself, threatens to kill her. I mean, there's definitely going to be charges of some kind. I mean, breaking and entering, aggravated assault, attempted kidnapping. I mean, all three of those are viable in the situation.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Man. You're the coach of Michigan, dude. Like,
he's probably going to come out and be like, I have been dealing with a sex addiction all my life, and it's reared its head. It's like that South Park episode where it's like, yeah, every dude in America has a sex addiction. I mean, come on, dude, it's nothing new there. We all have sex addictions. We just don't take it to this level.
Talk about the moment being too big for you. Like,
dude.
This is
University
your prime
of Michigan
example. Like, I mean, you talk about, like, we brought up the OnlyFans thing. So he's been doing this for a while. He abused his power and didn't know what to do with it. Couldn't believe he was the head coach. And, like, I want to know who hired him. Like, if anybody should be in trouble, it should be the people that hired this jackass to run the University of Michigan's football team. Like, I mean, you got to look like down the road or like, man, that is, y'all made a bad judgment call. This guy's character is terrible.
Offensive coordinator. Yeah. But Harbaugh's pulling all the strings. What was he really even there before? I mean, it's definitely crazy. The fact that he was running the whole show.
He was, before he was promoted, what was he? OC? What was the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator under Jim Harbaugh. But Jim Harbaugh is an offensive, the juggernaut. He doesn't need. He was just a puppet, I feel like, and then they promote him to head coach. I'm like, okay, well, I thought it was like a Marcus Freeman situation where, like, oh, he's beloved, like the players just kill for him. That's kind of what I thought when they first hired him. Like, okay, I assume Michigan knows what they're doing. Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, these types of schools. I just assume kind of that they kind of know what's going on, but obviously not even close.
Now it's more of a Deshaun Watson situation.
Yeah. Worse, bro.
Yeah.
This is right there with that. Shocking, like for shock value, this is right there. Well, this is worse, with the knife and like it's just Let's see how it all plays out, but I mean,
right, it's early.
Dude.
It's early in the shock factor, but we'll see.
Last night that the AD was like, his wife probably came in, caught him in the kitchen, probably about like 2 a.m, drinking scotch out of the bottle. She's probably like, what's going on? He's like, just turn the TV on. Just turn the TV on. I'm going to have a long day tomorrow. I mean, I can't imagine being the athletic director of Michigan right now and dealing with this. Holy shit, man.
Right. Look, he has millions of dollars to wipe his tears with, but it's rough and embarrassing.
We've made such a big, not we personally, but just the sports landscape has made such a big deal over things like Hugh Freeze and Bobby Petrino and shit like that. And this is that on steroids, I mean, this is a whole different animal, like it just, and when those incidents happen, they are the biggest story in the world. It's such a it's such a black eye for the university. This is a whole different level, man. I can't imagine, one, being a Michigan fan, two, being a part of the administrative team there. I mean, on Wake Up or Good Morning Football, whatever the show comes on ESPN in the mornings. Taylor Lewan was on there yesterday morning and was just like giving his take on it, and everything. And I'm just like, man, I can't imagine being a former player, like just everything. Like this is just like, oh
yeah,
total.
You need another story. Like, I mean, this is going to go on for the next week because the only game is Army Navy this coming up weekend, right? And then so you've got a whole other week of nothing. Right, you've got nothing to talk about except, I mean, obviously the upcoming bowl games. But man, this is going to lead all shows for a while. Like again, we'll go back to the Lane Kiffin. Like, send him a gift, bro. You are off the hook. Like this blows whatever you did way out of the water.
Lane Kiffin's like that Jack Nicholson meme, from The Shining, where he's just like, yes. That's Lane Kiffin watching TV. He's like, oh yes, thank God.
He'll go out and celebrate with some cheerleaders too.
Right,
sure.
He can get away with it. It's I want to get you out of here on the college football talk with this, Jeff. What's your take on IU, man? It's been a while since we talked, so I'm just curious. IU football, do they really have a chance? What do you think of the season? Who they played, that kind of thing?
I mean, incredible job by their head coach. I mean, fantastic to bring them from where they were to where they are now. Last year they were good too. They weren't this good, right? But 2 years, what was it? 2 years ago, was it 1 or 2 wins or something like that? I mean, they were terrible. I think 3 years ago was 1 win. They made great job recruiting, and then the win they just won, right? To beat Ohio State. Right, when nobody thought that was possible, and they went in there and did it. And wow, IU. I mean, you wouldn't even think that. Now, here we go with the coaching carousel. What's his future? Where is it? I mean, IU could shoot right back to where they were in a year and a half. I mean, if you lose him somewhere, and this is where college football kind of has a little bit of an issue with all the coaches that literally just fly around. Like, the next thing is somebody's going to leave Alabama. And if the coach leaves Alabama, there's no coveted NCAA job out there. Like, that is just, you just kind of go until you feel like you don't need to be there anymore. Right. So I'm really proud of Indiana. I hope they do well. Now, if I'm going to take a team, it's Georgia. What they did to Alabama and what I saw, they look good. They look really good. And I'm interested. You mentioned Indiana, and it's like they're not on the James Madison level or Tulane level, but I'm really interested to see what these schools do. I know people hated the fact that they were in there and some other teams weren't, aka Notre Dame.
Yeah, but I'm people.
You're people. Man,
I'm one of those.
Go in there and hold your own, because if you get blown out. And I think one of the spreads is 21.5, and the other one's 17 or something.
Yeah,
if you
gotta play
Oregon,
out, but Oregon is gonna light them up, dude.
So the over/under on that Oregon game, I think, is 55. Like, take that right now. I think Oregon alone should score 60. That it's just. And then what do you do? And then what do you do if you're the NCAA next year? You'll have to expand the playoffs, because you do need some of these smaller teams, because otherwise what are they playing for in the first place, right? So I think we're going to 16 next year, if I had to guess. And
and that way the Notre Dames and Texas.
Yep.
Those teams
will
get
the
only
way
Texas will be in next year.
Yeah. 16, and then eventually maybe 24, right? I don't know.
And then 90. And then 90 after that.
There are some schools there's some schools out there trying to do like the March Madness shit, dude. It's like, oh my Lord, man. 64 teams, let's go.
You'll get high schools in there. Yeah. You'll get St. Ignatius, high school.
What's that high school that played what's that high school that played pro?
Snoop
you'll
Dogg
have
son or
you'll have
whatever.
college football playoffs starting in like late September. Be like, all right, well, we got to figure out a way to get all these games in. So
spring ball is actually real ball now. When they have spring
well,
ball,
and
that'll be like
also,
the real.
we're going to start playing the bowl games at the beginning of the seasons because nobody's going to book tough games at the end of the season after what just happened this past year. Right. So you might as well play bowl games at the beginning. So the first 3 games are going to be cakewalks for every single top 25, top 30 team. I mean, they're going to play nobodies. Like, why would you do that? Texas, if they didn't play Ohio State that first game, they'd probably be in the playoffs. Right. It just,
they'd only have 2 losses. Yeah.
NCAA has more problems than a knife to a neck, which is weird to say, but they do. They got a lot of issues, man.
That's great. That is professional sports talk right there by Sports with Balls.
There you go.
And scene. That's the Instagram reel right there. That's it, folks. We're done. Catch us next week. Yeah. So let's keep the humor going because you're a big baseball guy. And does anyone know what the New York Mets are doing? Like this, I have not seen. You talk about a hot stove, bro.
They're just letting everybody go. They're like,
here's the front door. It is wide open. Just come on out.
I think Juan Soto also runs the
gotta
team.
be like, yeah.
Is that what's going on here?
I think there was a language barrier. He said, keep those guys, and they thought he said, let them go. I think that's what happened. Because,
if I'm correct,
good Lord, the Dodgers get richer. Like, what is happening?
If I'm correct, man, Pete Alonso hit 272 and 132 RBIs and obviously a ton of dingers hitting after Soto. This isn't before. If you're hitting before, you're going to see pitches all day long. He's hit after Soto.
Right.
And for me,
he's always been good, man.
Yeah, but for me, 5 years, 155 was short. And they said that New York did not even offer him a contract.
No.
Now that is
because
wild.
They knew that they couldn't keep up. That's what I'm saying. They admitted that we couldn't even keep up with what he was going to get, so we didn't even offer. Bro, that is a bad look. That's as a bad look as getting fired from the University of Michigan for I mean, that's just as bad. Like, what are you doing? When you sign Soto for all that, and then you just let half the team go, your closer to the Dodgers, bro. Like, are we serious?
Ooh.
The Dodgers won one blemish, one, and they still won, by the way. But their one blemish was even my Giants had a better bullpen than the Dodgers.
Yep.
And now they get this dude. Like, just cancel the season, bro. In basketball, it's the Thunder. In baseball, it's the Dodgers. Let's just keep football going.
I will cancel the season if they end up getting Tarek Skubal.
The Thunder, where are they like 72-1 right now?
Livid.
No, they're like 24-1. And don't know if they played last night. I didn't really, as we say, they're so boring. Don't really keep up with them.
I don't know if y'all heard me or not.
I did read it.
I was gonna say with the Dodgers, going back to the Dodgers, I will cancel the season if the Dodgers get Tarek Skubal. That will be absolutely ridiculous. There's no point.
Yeah.
I don't even want to watch. I mean, my team, the Astros, won't even. I don't give a shit at that point.
Yeah. No, it's bad. I just don't understand what a franchise does. Why you would do that at this point of the season? Like, are you trying to already cancel your own season? It's only December. Like, what about all these other months with no players? It's just really weird. So
it's a mess. I've got a couple friends that are Mets fans, and the same people on the same thread where all the Michigan stuff's coming through, and they're both going back and forth. Like, and then my other buddy, same guy, Mets fan, also diehard Notre Dame. He's going through it, and he's in fantasy football playoffs. Had to go up against Mr. Kyle Pitts last evening. So yeah, he is feeling it. He is feeling it. So
Thank you.
Kudos to my man Sam there for hanging in. But yeah, I did, on the topic of the Mets, I did read that they are in discussion with my Cardinals for Contreras to try to pull him over there. I don't know, man. Cardinals are so lost. I mean, at that point, I hate to see any kind of talent they have leave, but the Mets got to find somebody to play for their team. So I'm not surprised that's in discussion.
So I think it's now time, T.I., to figure out this Niners-Titans. It's so anticlimactic because of how bad you guys are. I didn't realize that you would bass backwards way your way into two of these wins where it's like you don't know how to lose properly. That Cardinal game, that was like a circus music that like kind of thing. Just wild. So the Titans
that game was ridiculous. I mean, all the stuff, the way that it happened with DeMarcado, fumbling it across the one, and then you had the fumble, and then the ball gets kicked around, and they land on the end zone. They should have. They really should have one win. And they almost gave that one away. If it wasn't for Stefanski being a dumbass, they probably would have 0 wins.
Leaving Shador on the field or off the field for that 2-point conversion and drawing up the dumbest play in the history of sports.
But going out to you guys out in Cali, going up against Brock and Kittle and C-Mac, Juwan Jennings, even Parasol. Come on, man. We don't have one player that's even remotely those caliber on our team. Not even one, So it's going to be ugly. It's going to be really ugly, man. Of course, anything can happen, but we'll see what goes down. But I would be surprised if you guys win by 3 touchdowns at minimum.
So also what I'm excited about is right after this, now we're going to be on my 49er podcast with Johnny Dell, who has been on this very program a few times. And so that'll be kind of fun for the three of us to be on that show. You've never been on that podcast. And what's cool about that is it has a very big active YouTube following, and that when we go live on YouTube there, all the comments and stuff. And I'm just curious to see if they're going to take it easy on you, knowing that, gosh, let's ease up a little bit. He's Adam's buddy. He only has 2 wins. Or if they're going to light you up. Like, I don't know what the faithful is going to do, but it's going to be fun because there's, over 100 people in the chat typically. So I don't know
awesome.
what the Titans game will do, but we'll find out in a little bit. That is what I'm super excited for, to be on that show with you and with Johnny Dell. So if you want to check us out there again after this show, Johnny Dell's Football Academy, definitely check out that channel, because even if you're not a Niners fan per se, the video work that he does, I know you've seen it. We've actually done an entire episode on Sports Idiot Nation with him drawing up stuff and what he does on his channel. And dude, I know you were texting me like, dude, I learned a bunch of stuff that I didn't know just from that one little episode that he did, which was just crazy. So it was just cool to see.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I'll be honest, I've been running my dumb page for so long, and I deal with so many comments of people from all different teams and fan bases, and I'm not going to be intimidated by 100+ Niners fans coming at me. That's just don't threaten me with don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I'm just curious how it's going to go. I'm just curious how it's going to go.
It'll be fun.
Niners fans are wild, man. Most fan bases are, but Niners fans are definitely up there with some of the most passionate, I guess, if you will, if that's the right word. But look, if you're not getting bad comments, then you're not doing something right. The more comments, the better.
Right.
For us, it's all algorithms, right? So go comment away. I don't care how many you put
blast
on there.
away. Yeah, blast away.
Bring me the comments. That's like when I love when I see
content.
arguing back and forth in the comments, with each other and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, I'm excited about that. That'll be a lot of fun. Johnny Dell's super knowledgeable and, has a good platform, good following. So that'll be fun to hop in there.
Yeah, definitely super fun. Let's get into some of the other super fun games because, well, I say other super fun. This game is not going to be super fun for any of you. So this, I won't say, but the matchups that are, I guess, sexy. First, I want to start. We were talking before the show, Jeff. Would you like to tell me, Mr. Sports with Balls, how the Buffalo Bills, because no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills, why is that why they are favored on the road in Foxborough, where the MVP, supposedly, everyone's giving this guy the MVP, they're at the Patriots. What do you see there?
This is weird. So technically, right? So you get 2.5 for being home, or -2.5 for being home. So technically, this is a 4-point spread, right? Because right now it's -1.5. Buffalo -1.5.
Dude,
this is awkward. It's not like the Bills are great on defense, right?
No, dude.
They Drake May is thrown for almost 3,500 yards, 23 touchdowns, and only 6 picks. They play very efficient. They play New England Patriots football, right? I don't think
Yeah.
he's had a 300-yard game, but it doesn't matter. They keep winning. I just and Josh Allen, I think this game looks to be 31 degrees and snowing. This may be aesthetically for the entire weekend the most aesthetically pleasing game, the best matchup you could possibly want. Snowing, the over under is 50. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I just don't. T.I., what do you make of the spread, man?
I think it probably has a lot to do with Josh Allen's performance last week. They're riding that. I was watching some of the sports shows this morning while I was at the gym. And
but what about 2 weeks ago? And 5 weeks ago? And 7 weeks ago?
But about, they were literally putting on the tagline, Super Allen, or Super Josh and all this. And I'm just like, so I think that's just all it is, man. They're just, he's the flavor of the week right now. Everybody loves Josh Allen. He's had some bad games, but they like to ride those.
The Patriots beat them in week 5, by the way, already, and this was in Buffalo. The Patriots already won 23-20.
Dude, I'm screaming. Like, what?
The Texans beat them 23-19. That was in Houston. And then, of course, they beat up on the Steelers. I think Aaron Rodgers was hurt in that game. And then last weekend, what you're talking about, T.I., that Bengals game, which was fantastic. And Burrow just back-to-back interceptions. They had that game locked down, and Burrow just made some bad mistakes. But the Bengals aren't a good football team. So what you're telling me is like the Bengals and the Patriots are pretty close? No, not even. Like with this spread, that's what you're kind of telling me. Dude, that's not even close to. So
it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense at all.
Answer me this, Adam. Are you taking the 1.5?
I am.
See, it's. I think that's what
here's
Vegas
what freaks me out. Yeah, because I always think, okay, if there's something too good to be true, Vegas knows something that I don't know, and so, I mean, look, I guess I am. Well, do you think the Patriots win the game?
This is a playoff game for me. I don't know. I wouldn't bet it because I want to watch it. Without having like a side on it. Without screaming and breaking something on my television.
I'll do prop bets.
Yeah.
Drake May for 200 yards,
touchdown. That's for sure. But I think this is a playoff game. I mean, this is a litmus test for both these teams, I believe. Right? If the Patriots win, they sweep the series. Right? They'll beat them 2 games, and if they do face each other in the playoffs, then the Patriots have the upper hand.
Yeah,
they're not scared. They're not scared of the big bad Buffalo Bills, and the Bills. this is Josh Allen's chance when Mahomes is trash, Lamar Jackson doesn't seem to be good, and Burrow's team sucks. So,
Yeah.
you know, why, if the Bills come out there and hang 40 on them, and it's a 40-20 game, then we'll be having a different conversation next week, probably.
I can't. I want to disagree, and I can't. Like, I mean, that's what's crazy. Ti, who's your winner?
Oh man, I have a tendency to kind of always lean on Mr. Josh Allen, so I'm gonna put my faith in the Bills to shock the world. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a shock if they win because they are a good football
if they're
team.
picked to win.
They just have sputtered a little bit, but Josh Allen kind of rises to the occasion in games like these, and he often, as we joke about his weapons outside of Cooks, he always has to put the team on his back and take those dishwashers that he has as wide receivers and put them through the ringer. So I mean, it's all about that. It's all about Shakur and whoever the hell else they have. I don't even know who their other receivers are. Diggs. I mean, they've got Stephon Diggs. He's had a pretty good season, but or no, that's in Patriots now. What am I talking about?
That's Patriots.
That's long time ago. I got totally brain fart there. But so I mean, I'm gonna ride with Josh Allen. He always seems to be ready for the games like this. So plus,
they got
I need him to have a big game. yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got these receivers. Coleman,
the Patriots got Kayshon Boutte. You're talking about the Bills receivers.
Yeah, they got Shakur. I know they got Khalil Shakur. They got Keon Coleman. I mean, I know they got Dalton Kincaid. And the other tight end.
But for me, Cook's their dude.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. Like if he's on point and they're running through him, then that'll kind of tell the tale. But I mean,
so they've got Khalil Shakur, Gabe Davis, Brandon Cooks, Keon Coleman.
They just signed.
And they just got Gabe Davis back. They just got him.
Yeah, and Brandon Cooks. They just signed Brandon Cooks too.
And they run a lot of stuff through the tight ends through Kincaid and Knox.
Yeah, Kincaid and Knox for sure.
So I mean, it's not like they don't have decent weapons. But they don't have any true superstars outside of Cooks, maybe. But
no. As wide receiver for sure. They got the deep threat with Shakur or whatever, like you said, and then other than that, man. Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's snowing. I hope aesthetically it's pleasing. And I honestly hope Drake May puts on a show. I like the kid. And I've got a couple of his rookie cards over here somewhere. So hope he does very well.
Well, now now you hope he wins the Super Bowl.
Hold on. Let me see. I know I've got a good one over here. Oh, this one right here this isn't worth a lot of money.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a good one. I've got a few of them. I pulled a Paulson's patch card.
Yeah, I was going to say, aren't you doing, if I'm not mistaken, aren't you like kind of reselling cards and stuff now too? I know you were doing, I know you were putting a lot of bet stuff out, but it seems like I recall at some point you doing like a card show.
I was, man. I was doing on What's Not. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten
Whatnot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, Whatnot. I got on Whatnot a couple years ago, and Whatnot got me in a lot of trouble quick. I was like, oh man,
dude, thank you.
I was bidding,
glad I'm not the only one.
I was bidding on retro video game shit. I was like, I bought Rob the Robot. I was buying games. I was buying controllers. I was buying shit.
Fucking coins here that I don't need, dude. Dude. Look at this thing. Bitcoin? Look at this thing, dude.
What the what?
It's just a gold leaf $100 bill. Like, dude, there's so much crap I got from that damn place. But I was doing a show, and here's what happened. And this is my fault, but I was like, okay, I can sell cards. That's easy, right? They give you the packaging slips and everything. I didn't realize I got to send off 200 and something fucking packages like 3 times a week. It was a lot of work that I was not prepared for. And so I said, sorry, I'm not doing this anymore. Like it's a lot of work to run one of those shows, man. So I know, but I did get a couple of friends in it, and they're still doing it. So it is what it is. I've got Whatnot stuff still unopened packages in this office somewhere.
Yeah, I would find myself on Whatnot, and I'm like, I don't need this, but I mean, the bidding is so low. I'm just going to throw a bid out there and see if I can win it.
Yeah,
And
why
it's like,
not?
oh, look at
Just
that,
keep
I won it.
swiping.
You know?
Yeah,
And I see
and
shit
then your
coming
credit
in.
card the next day, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What
Oh
happened?
man. Yeah, there were a couple retro video game YouTube people I follow. They started getting on Whatnot, and they started selling stuff. And next thing you know, I was just like, oh my God, man, I got 5 packages showing up at my door today, and I don't even remember even bidding on half these things.
Yeah, there was something I got.
It's just too much fun, when I first got introduced to it. I was like, oh, this is great. It's kind of like a live eBay mixed with going live on Facebook or something.
Dude,
like, it's a real cool.
What a
cool
great idea.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. I mean, fantastic. People, and they just rip cards all day and get paid to do it, man. You don't even have to go to the store to buy cards anymore.
Yeah,
it's wild.
It is wild. All right, we got off topic. NFL, we still on that?
Yeah. So let's go over the Fighting Phillip Rivers at Seattle. So I think he's gonna play, guys. I think this guy is the same age as me, and he is 44 years young. And here's the thing that you need to know. I don't know if everyone knows this, but I do live in the same state as where the Colts play their foosball, so I hear all this stuff. So supposedly Phillip Rivers had run his high school team the same offense. Supposedly Shane Steichen was his quarterback coach back in the day, which was a Wednesday. And so they've been texting. They've been texting every week. So here's how I think it went down. I think they're texting, and Shane goes, "Hey man, did you hear what happened? We're down to nobody." Laughing but very serious. What do you think about playing? And I think it went from there, like, well, what do you think? Are we really doing this? And then he is. He's throwing the ball. He's at the press conference. He's joking. He's laughing. And now we'll see what happens. But he can still throw the ball. He knows the offense.
Dude, I don't know about that. Do you see his arm motion? He goes up to here and then pushes the ball.
Okay, but that's how he's always thrown it, Jeff.
Yeah,
he's been more of a slinger. He's always been like that, dude.
Yeah, I just started taking peptides. I hope that he's been taking them for a while, right?
Hey, we'll
these
find
dudes.
Out. Seattle's a good team.
Here's why I think he's playing. The line is Seattle -14. That's why I think he's playing. That is. The Colts are still 8-5. They still have Jonathan Taylor and numerous receivers. Pittman, the Colts are not bad, and they are still a 14-point underdog.
Yeah, they're going to lose out.
And it's supposed to be raining and 50 degrees. So,
yeah, we'll see. I did see some clips from him in practice slinging it, and he looked pretty good. I mean, the ball was floating. Looked like it didn't have a lot of mustard on it, but the balls were looking pretty accurate. I mean, let's be real, the guy hadn't played since COVID year. I mean, 2020, it's basically 5 years. I'm sure he's been staying in shape and throwing the ball around with his kids and stuff, his 75 kids. But man, it's going to be tough to see once he takes a hit or two. The memes that have coming out have been great. They've been like,
that's fantastic.
Colts are signing Johnny Unitas, and it was just like a open casket with a skeleton wearing a jersey. And then I saw one.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
I saw the LT one.
Colts signing LaDainian Tomlinson. Oh man,
but think about this, man. You're just sitting at home. And he has a full, by the way, he has a full football field in his backyard that he practices on all the time, right? But imagine sitting at home and listen, if he had to get into the Hall of Fame this coming up year, he would go up against Eli and somebody else. So he probably wouldn't get in anyways. But you get a phone call and you've always probably just wanted to get back out there for a few games. He gets a phone call and gets to become an NFL quarterback for 3 games, maybe 4 games. And that's it. That's all. And so he just gets to go back out there and live his dream for 4 or 5 more games. And man, who knows? Maybe wins a playoff game. Holy shit, dude!
Hello, guys. Yeah. Flacco. Yeah. And then Flacco parlayed it into a whole season where he's playing football now this whole season. So I don't know. I mean, he's older than Flacco. I get it.
Yeah.
So, but still, I mean, if he wins a couple games,
I don't blame him. I mean, I would do the same thing. I mean,
I'd
plus
go
it
out
gives
there
him
tomorrow if they called me.
Brady
Yeah.
Brady said the same thing. Did you see? Brady said, "Well, we know I officially can't as I'm minority owner of the Raiders, but because they asked him point blank, Tom, could you go in and do what he's going to do? Can you throw the ball? Can you lead a drive?" And he said, "Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
don't
up
even
here. He
ask me
said
that."
it's all up here.
Yeah, I mean, he said, "Oh, I absolutely could." So I'm glad that Philip is doing it. And then he ragged on him. He's like, "Can you believe a guy would retire like that and just come back?" Well, I mean, come on. Like, I love the tongue in cheekness there of like,
Well,
ragging
Tom
on
always has
himself
to
a
throw
little bit.
shade. Tom's a shady son of a bitch, right? So he's always got to throw some shade on something. But here, the part that got me about the whole thing about people coming out, Cam fucking Newton was like, "Oh, the COVID,"
Oh,
like,
let's
dude,
talk
it's
about
all about
this.
him, dude.
It
This
was
little
a slap in the
shithead.
face. It was a slap in the face.
Dude.
Bro, they don't
Yeah.
even know who you they don't even the Colts organization already had Philip Rivers. He runs the offense. Like I said, Shane Steichen was his quarterback's coach. Cam Newton, no one knows you. I get
Dude, he
that
needs somebody to knock that hat off again. Remember when he got laid out and his hat went flying? Like somebody needs to punch that. Dude, I don't know what it is. All right. Now I saw him in college. He was good. In the pros, he was good for a couple years, or great for a couple years, whatever. Some people still love it. He drives me up the fucking wall, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
can't. Yeah.
he just it's all about him all the time. And I just can't do it. Like, he's not my favorite person.
He's
But
TI's guy though, so you got to hold on now.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I mean, he's from Auburn. Yeah. I mean, I don't have any NFL ties with him, but he what I don't understand how that came out, and he's like, "Yeah, it slapped my face." All this. I guess I missed the whole conversation of him alerting teams that, hey, he's ready if anyone needs him. I'm just kind of like, maybe you should tell some teams that, hey, you're interested in coming, and maybe some teams would look at you if that's the case, because nobody knows you have any interest in playing football.
The Jets could have. I mean, there's some teams
keep wearing these weird, ridiculous outfits. Like he's like he went back to Auburn when they had the Legends game or whatever,
Friends company
a couple years ago, and they had Charles Barkley and it was Frank Thomas, him, Bo Jackson, and they were all there at the game, and they're all wearing, whatever. Charles Barkley's wearing pretty average stuff. Frank Thomas was dressed real nice, of course. Bo Jackson, I think, was wearing like t-shirts and jeans. Of course, Cam has got this combination of like a custodial worker / mad scientist outfit. It's like a full orange jumpsuit, like he's picking up trash on the side of the road. But then he's got his bow tie, his glass. I'm just like, your aesthetic. Like, I don't know if you have a stylist or if it's just you, or you have just took so many shots to the head. Like, he is just not firing on all cylinders, But yeah, I saw that whole thing, and I'm sure it's just to get clicks on the podcast, but it's like, what are you thinking? What do you mean it's a slap in your face? Like, did you watch yourself play the last 2 years before you exited the league? Like,
oh, dude, that was
brutal. It was awful.
It was brutal.
Yeah.
He couldn't even throw the ball across the field. Like, I mean, like a 30-yard pass. It was bad.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. I'm just like, where are you coming from, bro? Like, it's not a slap in your face. Like, nobody thinks you can play
going
anymore,
back to Philip Rivers. Oof. Yeah. Or doesn't want you on their team.
Right. So what about what's your guys' take? There's really good games at the later hour. So
yeah, I'm looking at them.
Packers, Broncos, Rams, Lions. Those are, I mean, you talk about playoff implications, and the Denver Broncos have to prove that they're still on that level, because it's them and the Patriots are 11-2, and people don't look at the Broncos as that high of caliber, I feel like. And at home against the Packers, and the Packers are favored. The Packers are favored.
And I think the Chargers are only 2 games out of the Broncos. So, I mean, there's still anything happening. I think they still play each other. So, I'm not sure. I don't think they've played both their games this year. So I mean, Chargers right there could sneak up. Broncos lose.
Yeah, they played them first game of the season. They won. Chargers won 27-21.
Yeah, so I mean, they got one more to go, and so if they would lose this Packers game and then lose the Chargers, then Broncos going to be dropped down a little bit. Going to be looking at that wild card, but they have won 10 in a row, so you can't knock that. I mean, but yeah, you're right. It's Broncos, Patriots, everybody else looking up at them. But it will be a good game.
It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it. Like, people don't look at the Broncos as like that dominant.
Yeah,
it's a changing of the guard or whatever. But no one thinks that the Broncos are 11-2. But here they are.
It's a really quiet 11-2.
Dude,
Bo
of
Nix.
all time.
Bo Nix is 19 touchdowns, 9 picks. That's not great. That's not great at all.
No.
No. Jordan Love, 22 touchdowns, 4 picks. I mean, the guy's playing out of his mind. 3,000. Both of them have around 3,000 yards. I like the Packers. I've liked them from the beginning of the season. Them and the Rams, and I'm sure we'll get into that game in a minute. But I don't. The Denver Broncos are 6-0 at home. This is in Denver, and I wouldn't touch this game. I have no idea how this is going to play out.
What is Vegas doing? Again, they have the Packers. I don't know these are the happening. It's scary.
These are the kind of games the Packers, though, they were clamor for. The games where everybody's like, oh, yeah, even though they're favored, but everybody's like, yeah, they're probably not going to get this one. And then Jordan Love will come out and get 4 touchdowns and throw for 340 yards or something, Yep. He always does. I mean, the guy's a good quarterback. I think he teeters on. I mean, I think some weeks he's clearly top 10. Some weeks he's 1 or 2 outside of the top 10. But guy's been putting up numbers. Matt LaFleur is getting the best out of him. There are a lot of people when they drafted him thinking like, oh yeah, he's going to succeed Aaron Rodgers. He's not going to be successful, and he's done pretty good for himself. So I would not be shocked at all to see the Packers win this game. I think the Packers got some heavy momentum going right now with them. Taking out the Lions, taking out the Bears. I think when they lost to the Panthers early in the season, I think they took a long, hard look in the mirror and were like, all right, who the hell are we? We're much better than this. And ever since that loss, they've kind of been playing pretty good. I mean, they had the tie with the Cowboys, and then they had the loss to the Eagles, but where I think they only scored like 7 points or something. One of the most boring football games I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, I'm going to.
The tie is ridiculous.
I'm not going to put any money on anything. I'm with you guys. I'm not touching it. But just out of the sake of argument, I'm going to roll with the Packers again. I've been rolling with them every week, and they seem to keep coming through. So I think
why are we not flexing this game to Sunday night? Is what I don't understand.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The Sunday night game is Vikings at Cowboys. I guess it's because Dallas, but who gives a flying fuck about that game?
Yeah, nobody wants to watch that. Nobody.
Yeah, but
nobody.
Jerry has it in the contract somewhere.
Yeah, it's on NBC.
There's your answer. There's your answer.
It's in Dallas. Yeah.
Enough said. Well, so who do you have? Rams and Lions then? What do you see there?
I got the Rams, and I'll tell you, Matt Stafford's the MVP of the league right now, 35-4 at the moment. That is absolutely epic. He's going to get to 40 touchdowns, which is phenomenal. It makes you wonder, didn't Peyton get 60 one year? Or did you just fucking crazy?
I think he had 100. I don't know. At that point, at that point, like, just who cares? Just make up a number, dude.
Yeah, he had 60.
He had 60 touchdowns one year, and we're just thinking, oh, Stafford will get to 40, and he's having a phenomenal freaking year, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he's at 33-54 on yards, 35 touchdowns, 4 picks. Dude, he is on fire. This is against the team he was traded from. This is in LA. I see him going off of this game. I like the Rams minus the 6. The Lions have regressed a little bit. We thought they were going to get healthy, right?
Injuries,
and they just kind of regressed a little bit. Now, can they sneak into the playoffs still? Of course. They're 8-5, but they're only 3-3 away. The Rams are. I'm only giving up 6, and I think the Rams will win by a touchdown. Now, the over/under is 54.5. I don't know if I'd touch that. I would definitely take the Rams minus 6, though.
Yeah, I unfortunately think the Rams will win. I need them to lose since the Niners are 1-1. They're already done playing them. But man, they look really good, and it's at LA. I know the Rams don't have much of a home field advantage because LA is such a destination that whoever plays them, they bring a lot of fans. So there'll be a lot of Detroit fans there. But man, the Rams just look that good. So
they were my Super Bowl pick at the beginning of the year. I picked the Rams to come out of that, and they've just carried it, man. They're just good.
I hate
Puka
that.
Nacua.
Yeah.
Nakua looks like, he looks like a Hall of Famer,
Dude,
which is unbelievable.
That catch last week, I'm still
just his whole game last week. I mean, what do you have? 166 yards or something? I mean,
yeah,
good God,
he went off.
Yeah, I had the misfortunate luck of facing him in fantasy. It was fantastic watching that happen.
You said 166 yards, which is funny because last night Kyle Pitts ended up with 166 yards and 3 touchdowns.
3 tutties, count them.
And the Falcons came back and won that game on a field goal.
Which is my question then, and if you're wondering why we didn't talk about this game, is because even though it ended like all cool, it is the NFC South and no one cares. But and it shows by the Falcons somehow winning that game. That is ridiculous. It was in Tampa. Here's what I want. I don't even want to talk about the game. It was just stupid. So here's what I want to ask. Now that since the Falcons won last night, Kirk Cousins or Flacco or Rivers, who are you taking out of those 3?
Oh, who we
out
taking
of those 3? If you had to pick for your team,
Cousins. He had 373 and 3 touchdowns last night.
Yeah, I gotta go Cousins. I've always kind of rode with Cousins. I mean, the problem is
you like that.
They threw him in.
You like that?
Yeah.
The chain. Remember his chain when he was on the airplane?
Yeah,
with Minnesota.
Yeah,
they iced him out.
Kirko chains.
Yeah.
I go chain low.
Yeah, I always have a soft spot for that dude. I would always find a way to have. He was like my fantasy backup for like 10 straight seasons. I would always find a way. Actually, the year that RG3 got hurt, I drafted RG3 as my quarterback, and I had the top waiver pick. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm taking this Cousins guy. We'll see how good he is. So I've been been all about that guy for about a decade plus, But I think with the situation when he was first kind of thrown back in there, I think he was just not conditioned. I mean, sure, he's been in practice, sure, he's been around the scout team, but he just wasn't in game form. And I think the last couple of weeks he's starting to come around. I mean, if you can somehow get 170 yards and 3 touchdowns out of Kyle Pitts, you got something going on because he's been, the uncracked riddle. Everybody's been trying.
My 8th pick, Penix.
My 8th overall Penix.
8th overall Penix could not.
Ladies love
my
8th overall Penix.
Pitts was 4th overall, right? I mean, dude.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
So Cousins and Pitts. Somebody last night in their fantasy football playoff started Kirk Cousins and Kyle Pitts, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. They ended up with 60 some odd points between the two of them.
Congratulations!
And they're gonna win. And they're gonna win their first round of playoffs because they had to start Cousins because like Jaden Daniels was hurt something, and so they put in.
And then they're gonna lose next week when there's a combined 17 points by those two very same players.
Unbelievable, man! Fantasy football.
That's why we love it.
Because one of the teams, she had Kyle Pitts, and I know that it's going to be tough to overcome that. But oh well, it's fantasy football.
That's how it goes. Remember to follow Sports with Balls. We're glad you're going back on the show. On your show, Jeff. Glad because it's good to see you doing your thing. Also, if in life we ever have a chance to be in the same gymnasium at the same time, I absolutely challenge you to a duel in shooting because not impressed. Kidding, but I fancy myself a shooter, so I would love to challenge you.
Yeah, man. Basketball is for me, honestly, and I get asked this a lot, man. Whenever I start back up in the gym, I played basketball in Europe straight out of high school for Belgium, Croatia, and Germany, and like it's therapy, right? Like I start going back to the gym. Basketball is complete therapy for me, and I just like shooting around, and it takes me a while to get back in shape. We're a little older now, so and then a lot of my friends poke at me, and so I have to post those videos. If you follow Sports with Balls or whatever, you'll see some videos up there every now and then of me shooting some hoops, man.
Yeah.
But
Yep. Love it.
today I
Yeah, no,
tried to
it's
get the behind the back shot and couldn't get it.
sorry,
Love
you'll
it.
get it. You'll get it. But yeah, no,
Yes,
it's great.
sir.
It's great to see you back in action for sure. You and I connected, well over a year ago, and I kind of told you
Yes,
how much I
sir.
admired your hard work and efforts out there. And it's awesome to have you back on here. When we want to have you on here more often, back in the Cineverse mix with us idiots,
No, dude, I love coming on here with you guys, man. Sports Idiot Nation has taken off, and you guys have y'all created an incredible little thing you got going on, man. And that's not easy to do, I know, by personal experience. So, man, proud of you guys for
Sure.
doing what you do, man, and just keep jamming, right? Like you just have to just keep going. It's sometimes it's not. Some days are good, some days are bad, man. You just got to keep plucking away at it.
Life's a
Yeah,
garden.
man.
You dig it?
It's
Yeah.
it's all about consistency, man. It's just about,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what
Be
you're doing, whether
consistent.
you're shooting hoops, whether you're running, it's like you got to wake up, you got to put your shoes on and get your ass outside and exercise if that's what you're trying to do. Because the day you take a day off, it's easy to take 2 days off. It's easy to take 3 days off.
Right.
So you just got to do it every day, man. You just got to do it every day. I think that's why a
failing's
lot of
easy.
yeah. Just ask,
super
just ask
easy.
the Titans. Just ask the Titans. They're very good at that. They're very good at
There
that.
it is. There it is.
And this Sunday will not change. I promise. I hope to God.
Yeah.
So if you want to hang out with T.I. and I again, hop on over to Johnny Dale Football Academy. We're going to talk Niners versus Titans. We talked about being consistent, and that is why it is always one of my favorite things to say to you is new episodes come to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which means we will see you Monday. Thank you for watching this episode of Sports Idiot Nation. Remember, we are on all social media and on YouTube, and the podcast can be found on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Remember, new episodes are every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And remember, because you watch Sports Idiot Nation,
you would be the smartest idiot in the whole world.